Good morning, everyone. My name is Siok Yee Tan, or you may call me Esther. I am from UKM, and we have 5 researchers in this paper, which include Chun Fai Liu from UKM, Meng Chun Lam from UKM, Siok Yee Liu from UM, and Angela Jia Hui Ko from UKM. The title for this paper is Interactive Mobile Virtual Reality Applications for Chemistry Laboratory. For introductions, virtual reality (VR) is a computer-based technology that uses 3D visuals to create synthetic reality that can be similar or completely different from the real world. This technology is now employed in a variety of sectors, including education, entertainment, business, training, and others more. And VR has a lot of potentials, and its use in education and has recently sparked a lot of scientific attentions. For example, VR education applications allow students to have experience that might be dangerous or difficult for them to attain in real life. Chemistry experiments carry several risks because many chemicals are explosive, poisons, or may cause fire corrosions and others. People who carry out a chemistry experiment must be cautious and follow laboratory safety and regulations, such as wearing a safety goggle and wearing a laboratory coat and some suitable glove and also the face mask. A chemistry experiment using VR technology can eliminate the chemical risk and make it safe environment for users. VR can be used to simulate the chemical reactions in a real-life scenes. For motivation and related work, AR-ChemX, or a full name of this is Augmented Reality Chemistry Experiment, have been proposed as an alternate tool to run chemistry experiment virtually. The researcher claimed that the AR-ChemX applications able to help users in learning, especially in the chemistry experiment. User can rotate, enlarge the 3D models virtually after the smartphone camera points to the AR marker. There are several applications that uses virtual reality in experiments such as Labster VR simulations and Flynn VR labs. Labster VR simulations substitute real-world experiments with VR labs that may be used at home or anywhere with the access of internet or computer. Experiments in the field of biology, chemistry, and physics are featured in the Labster VR. The application is simple to understand for the users as it includes engaging 3D models and animations. For research methodology, first, phase 1 is user requirement. We did a survey which collected 30 respondents to get their feedbacks, and below are the results of the demographic distributions. There are 17 male and 13 females, and they are from some from the secondary school from 1 to Form 3, and some is from Form 4 to Form 6, and 14 of them is undergraduate students. And there are 7 students who didn't carry out any chemistry experiment for the past 1 year, but 6 of them did the experiment within a year for 1 to 3 times, and 15 of them carry out chemistry experiment 4 to 6 times a year. And there are actually 19 of the students who do not have experience using a VR applications. Okay, and this is the respondents' perceptions toward the chemistry experiment. According to the finding of the data analysis above, respondents have a positive perceptions of conducting a chemistry experiment in teaching, especially in learning. The respondents strongly agree that carry out chemistry experiments is very important in the chemistry subjects. Okay, and this is the results perceptions towards the use of VR technology in chemistry experiment. According to the analysis above, the respondent agreed that marking the name and the functions on the apparatus itself can make them easiest to do the experiment. And the respondents also agree that the use of animations and 3D models in the applications able to improve their understanding in chemistry experiment. And the respondents strongly agree to use VR technology in chemistry experiment. Okay, and this is the research methodology phase number 2, which is design. So from here we can see user need to create an account in registration menu, and in the account after the registration, in the registrations, users needs to enter their name, email address, and password. Once the user successfully registered the account, and they will be directed to the login interface. They are required to enter their email address and password to log into the applications. After they log in, they will see the interface, which is a conduct experiment. There are 5 experiments here, which is experiment 1 is litmus paper, experiment 2 magnesium ribbon, experiment 3 flame test, experiment 4 electroanalysis, experiment 5 is sodium and water. Okay, and this is the output of the applications. Here we can see this is the registration menu, and here is the information corner. Users can check what is the rules and regulations in the lab. And this is the interface of the main menu. They have 5 experiments, and here is the VR view, which is the experiment number 1 about litmus paper. From here we can see there are 2 litmus paper, red and blue, and there are 2 solvent. One is the base and another one is the exit. So users can actually use their joystick to control these two these two paper, these 2 litmus paper and also the blue litmus paper. Okay, this is the experiment number 2, magnesium ribbon experiment. The same thing, users can use the joystick to control the magnesium, and they can control and hold it and bring it to the Bunsen burner to see the reactions. And also for the flame experiment, user can use the joystick to control the lithium, the sodium, and also the potassium to see what is the color of the flame when lithium close to the Bunsen burner, and also when the sodium close to the Bunsen burner. And this is the experiment number 4, which is the related to electrolysis experiment. Users can just use the joystick to turn on or off on the battery is on. Then they can see the experiment, the reactions of this copper cord to see whether it will enlarge or it will make it smaller. Okay, and then this is the experiment about sodium and water. Users can control the sodium and using the joystick and put it in the water and see the reactions. Okay, so as a conclusion, the developed chemistry VR lab allows users to conduct chemistry experiment and grasp the knowledge involved. It enhances the chemistry learning as it is more attractive, and chemistry VR lab able to eliminate the dangers such as explosions, fire, inhaling toxic gases, and other that might be faced by students when conducting experiments. And the apparatus and chemical used in the application are simulated by a smartphone in which no actual apparatus and chemical are needed. Thus, it can save the cost of buying apparatus and chemical waste can be avoided. Furthermore, experiment and preparation time is also reduced. This is because the students do not need to wait for the reactions, because they have to the reactions of chemical usually take some time, and they have to do the preparations, and also they have to clean the apparatus after use. But if they run the run the experiment using these VR applications, they can avoid all these hazard in the chemistry experiment. That's all from me. Thank you.